Hi, I'm Lenora. I'm a full-time realtor covering Central Virginia. I'm also a black belt and sensei teaching a karate class at a women's college called Sweetbriar. It's great to meet you. But enough about me. You're here because you're thinking about selling your house and you're not sure where to start. Not to worry, I'll coach you through it. One important question to think about is when you need to move. If you're moving for work or school, you'll have a specific date already. If circumstances don't give you a particular date, think through what your ideal might be if you could wave a magic wand. Would you love to be settled in time to enjoy the summer in your new yard? Or in time to connect with friends and family hosting the holidays in your new home? Now pull out a calendar and work backwards from there. Give yourself a few days to settle in, a few more to move, and circle that as the date you'd like to close. Most buyers will need a loan, and while conventional loans typically take 30 days to process, popular products that require less down payment like FHA or VA take 45. So count backwards 6 weeks from there for the contract to closing period and circle that as the date you'd like to be under contract with your buyer. You'll want to check in with a local expert like a realtor about how quickly homes are going under contract in your area once they hit the market. Understanding that it's a range that will vary depending on details. In Central Virginia, for example, in the early 2020s extreme sellers market, homes in excellent condition, in great locations, and in popular price ranges could go in 48 hours. In contrast, the definition of a buyer's market is 6 months worth of inventory. Either way, the time frame stretches as the price goes higher or the condition goes lower. Land and luxury markets take even longer. With that information, you should be able to pencil in your goal date for getting your house on the market. From there, give yourself a few weeks to prep the house to get it ready for photos and tours. That's the day you'll need to get started. To be on the safe side, and this is especially important if there's a firm date you need to move by, think through what plan B will be if it doesn't sell on time. If there are two of you, will one stay and complete the sale? Will you find a management company and rent it out for you? Can you commute? Have some ideas in mind. Also, ask yourself if you're capable of moving in 2 weeks or less if a cash buyer comes along and wants a quick close. There are a lot of variables involved and things can always change. So even though plan B and C may be less desirable, it's important to be prepared. Having B and C will help you know too whether it makes more sense for you to buy first and then sell or vice versa. There are pros and cons to each. Selling first will mean you really need to buy and in a limited window, although month-to-month leases are easier to find since COVID. Having a contingent to sell limitation on your offer is going to make it look less desirable to sellers, especially when they have other bids. Finally, take into consideration the selling cycle. We usually think in terms of 6-week cycles, but that can move faster in a seller's market, slower in buyers. Generally, buyers who have been watching the market and haven't found what they're looking for are very aware of a new listing as soon as it pops up. They're eager to go out and look. They have their financial ducks in a row, and when they see an excellent home for a great price, they're prepared to put in an offer right away. In a normal market, we see the best offers in 2 weeks. In sellers, it's even faster. Once it's been on for longer than that, the odds of it selling start to go down. The perception becomes that there must be something wrong with the house. Keep that in mind when you think about holding out for more or dropping the price after that period. That's why it's important to price it right the first time, which is what we'll talk about in my next video. As always, feel free to reach out with any questions, message or email me. I'm always happy to help or connect you with some great experts in your area. Let's get you home.